Hello, I'm back. How's everyone doing? I'm back. We finished what we were supposed to do today a little bit earlier, so I do actually have time for a short stream today. Hello there. Hi Leofar, how you doing? Yes, time for a little short stream today. So I thought I'd continue yesterday's Noita run since I didn't actually die. Yes, I changed the icons. I changed the icons for the point shop, so they've all got icons now. That kind of correspond to what they do. So yeah, let's jump into the game. So yeah, here we are. Continued. So this is yesterday's daily run that we're resuming. So we beat the one connoisseur and we picked up some really nice spells from him. We got black holes and we got the Omega Sword Blade. We're not going to do anything with the Omega Sword Blade for now, but we are going to make a black hole wand. We're going to make a good one. So the thing is, we have Greek letters. These black holes count as projectiles. So instead of using this to cast more plasma beams, we're just going to stick another plasma beam in here. We're going to use Omega. We're going to use Phi. I know my Greek letters to cast black holes instead. It doesn't really matter where we put this. Actually, let's just use up the charges first, just to make sure that it's functioning properly. We'll just point them down here. I don't know. These shouldn't do anything special. There is a little bit of spread on this wand, but I'm probably going to select a different wand. I just want to build it first to make sure I know what I'm doing. Goodbye, eggs. You're playing Stacklands this time. Nice, nice. I prefer a different spell, but we'll have to make do with Phi. So now, Phi will cast black holes indefinitely. It's limited by the recharge and the cast delay of the wand. We can obviously remove the recharge with the chainsaws if we really want. We've got the speed ups that we want the black hole to have as well. So these will go here. Now it moves very quickly and it deletes a lot of terrain, which is good. The recharge time is still pretty bad. The chainsaws count as projectiles. So we could put Phi on the end of this, have, say, a triple cast, and have 2 chainsaws. And it will cast another 2 chainsaws as well. These do add spread. So we want to put the reduce spread on this. We'll need to find another one. Now we've still got a little bit of recharge delay on it. I don't think we're using. Oh yeah, we are using both speed ups. Okay. I want to keep both speed ups on there. I'd like to find a quad cast. I could put piercing on it. That'll last a bit longer. I'm not sure if it's really needed. Oh, I want to put freeze on this so we can dig through lava with it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's good. We're breaking lots of things in here. There's some teleportation down here, so we definitely broke a portal of some kind. Well, I think that will do for now. But we will find ways to improve this. Right, so we have black holes, we have Ambrosia. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go and grab the rest of the perks, and then we're going to go start fungal shifting things. But we have infinite black holes now. Let's not propane tank ourselves right at the beginning. We've got the good old homing plasma beams. We do have to be careful with these, not to cast these so they home into ourselves, otherwise we'll be in trouble. But we'll keep using these for now. We also, oh wait, we have the luminous drills. Yes, the luminous drills have the speed up too. Great. We'll just use those instead. They're a lot safer. We'll use the homing wand if we're in need of a bit more firepower. But these enemies will melt to this. We're pretty much endgame ready. We just want more perks, more defense. So there's going to be a lot of shopping around today. Well, this wand is just a straight upgrade compared to this wand. So I should probably just leave this here. Oh, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is there polymorphine in the Holy Mountain? That's not good. What the heck? Okay, that's going to change right now. No, it's not. We're a guy. This is a good start to the run, isn't it? Just immediately polymorphing ourselves. Why is this here? Can we stop being polymorphed, please? As fun as it is being the stealth guy, I don't particularly appreciate it. Right, we're just gonna black hole all of this. We can't delete the polymorphine. It doesn't freeze because it's a magical liquid. But we'll just dump it down here. Also, the spread on this is ridiculous. We want a wand with reduced spread. So that wand actually does have lower spread as well. We don't want octagonal bolt bundle. So I'm literally just going to put everything on here. In fact, if I'm doing it like this, I can put, when we get it back, I can put the other triple on this, so we can put more chainsaws in this. We left our teleport wand up there. That was very smart. Ugh, why is the whole polymorphine over here as well? Get that shit out of here. We're definitely going to end up coloring ourselves in polymorphine again, aren't we? There's the wand. That's acceptable. So we take another triple, and then that will cast 5 spells in a row. So then we get something like this. Still a lot of spread on it. I don't think I need reduced spread on this. I think we just swap it for one of the speed ups for now. We put the speed up in here. Yeah, this works pretty well. Okay, so other things that would be nice are healing. We would like some healing on spells, but let's go get the rest of our perks first. Just go explore down here. I'm probably not going to do any more health tricks with the Heart Mage, because it's kind of annoying with the shield. Oh, there's a lot of enemies down here. There's a lot of poison. Poison is not very nice. Yeah, definitely looking for more ones too. Ooh, we got hit by the twitchy guy. We're gonna fire random luminous drills. It's fine. This one is not particularly dangerous with twitchy. This wand is not particularly interesting. Okay, back to normal. Let's continue to explore. Probably just, realistically, we're probably just going to do a lot of parallel world shopping today. I just want to get really strong, and then I want to go do the friend quest. because that will let us cast 2 of the spells that we haven't actually cast yet. And we're getting to that point where not a lot can really threaten us. Okay, there's a full health pick up in here. How's that quest even done? I'll show you. I will show you. So we're just gonna fire more homing bolts at him. Another add mana here. This seed is crazy. Yeah, the plasma beam's doing the trick. So basically there's a cave. There's a cave that has the friends in it, and its position is randomly generated. I would definitely like Saving Grace. We'll take that. We can take another perk. I think we also take Breathless, so we can't drown. We can take Faster Movement. This is why Perk Lottery is good. We got very lucky and we were able to take all 3 perks. So that's going to help us a lot. We just want defense and utility on our perks. We want the add mana as well. I think for now I just take add manas and put them in here. We don't want any add manas on this specifically because we want the cast delay to stay low. We have some gold. We don't have a lot of gold. I'm not going to buy any of these ones unless they have anything really unique on them, which they don't. We'll leave the heart for now because we're not really that low on health. We're going to get through the next area. Yeah, maybe we'll grab a tower wand for that. Yeah, this next zone sucks. And now we have Breathless, we can just move through water very easily. It's the same annoying enemies as earlier, except they have a lot more health. I'm glad I'm immune to fire. There's some very dangerous enemies down here as well. There's a lot of acid. But these guys do produce a lot of gold. And with these luminous drills, we're cooking everything anyways, so I'm not too worried. That's not super interesting. At this point, I just want large ones, especially because we have 1 refresh. But the thing that makes this zone quite dangerous is all the acid. There's a lot of acid, generally. So what set me on fire, then? I'm supposed to be immune to fire. There's a lot of electricity as well. Thankfully, we're pretty prepared. But even so, I'm still not going to hang around here too much. There's also a lot of random plasma beams. And a big eyeball. I think this zone is pretty much, if you're not strong enough, you just die here. Like, the jungle is a bit more forgiving, because the enemies are generally tanky rather than dangerous, but this zone is just dangerous. Right. Let's continue to kill Steves. We have enough gold for one of these ones. We just want all of our perks. And we want to stop drowning in bone dust. I do like attract gold. I don't want have a recoil. I probably will re-roll these, but I want to get a wand first. Maybe. That's a good mana wand. We got flamethrower. We got digging blast. We have Chaos Larper. That seems pretty good. I do want Chaos Larpa. That's a pretty good modifier to have. I think we swap... Yeah, this is -14 spread too, although that's not very relevant at this point. I think I take the Chaos Larpa. And I'll take the multicasts as well. Then we swap this over. But yeah, we're at the point where we're so strong we can really just pick up whatever we want at this point, and it's not going to cause any issues. Actually, I might as well just put the add mana on this wand. Let's just get things in order. I'm not going to put Chaos Larpa in the black holes. That seems very silly. Plasma Beams also seems very silly. I'm sure we'll find a use for it, though. Yeah, I think this is okay. I'm going to try and move a little bit more quickly as well today, because I realized I was quite slow before. Best ones are in the Temple of the Arts, so I'm not going to look at those. I'm just going to reroll. I'm not going to use the seed tool today. Let's see. Do I want Repelling Cape? I don't think I do if I'm going to use Ambrosia, which I think I am. But I will take 20% projectile resistance. That sounds good. Okay, let's just keep going. I'll go grab... Maybe I'll go grab Invisible Spell at some point as well, so I can make this invisible, and then I can put a load of damage pluses on it. Considering we have them all. Get out of here. I like Attract Gold. It's just very convenient. And so I just have to spend less time wandering around trying to grab gold. Those bloated zombies are funny because they give you they just spew toxic sludge somewhere. They seem like a low-level enemy that's ended up in like a high-level zone. We have a nuke. We can cast nukes. I don't think we have explosion immunity, so that's probably not ideal. Yeah. Let's keep looking around. We'll get stunned by a trap. Let's just not walk into a load of the Path of Dark Flame. You might need a plasma beam. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I'd like this to do a little bit more damage. These enemies have enough health that it's slightly inconvenient dealing with them at the moment. What's this? Yeah, don't shoot me. That's why I have a shield. What is this? That's not very interesting. Looking around here. I imagine I'll probably go to the tower. Well, we'll have to go to the tower to do the friendship quest anyways. I think Attract Gold is pretty handy with this one specifically as well, because it helps us absorb some of these gold chunks before they just get disintegrated by the luminous drills. And also, anything that's not attracted to us isn't actually a usable gold chunk anymore. So that also helps. Helps us not walk over random lumps of gold. Oh, there's a worm. You're a bit late, Mr. Worm. Okay. So now we're in the laboratory, which is the final area before Colmy, the final boss. But yeah, I'm not really interested in any of these. Go eat Steve. Yeah, track gold is good for this as well. Glass cannon, no. We found tinker with wands everywhere, so now we can edit wands anywhere. This seed is busted. This seed is so busted. So now we don't even have to go to a holy mountain to edit. We can just pick up spells wherever we want. Okay. I'm digging a path out there, so I remember not to walk through here because that closes the thing. Yeah, it's yesterday's daily. You can't play it anymore. Sad face. But we have basically everything we want. We have all the perks. Well, we have a lot of the perks we want. We just need a way to heal ourselves. That would be the next thing to do. I don't think I need any of these. I'll grab the health from here, and then we'll tunnel out this way. In fact, why am I even bothering with this? Well, I missed the statue. Just a black hole out of here. This will be much quicker. We could even go to the work if we wanted, because we can freeze the lava with that one. But I want to go back up top. I want to do some fungal shifts. We're going to make this a long run. Because we've got all the tools we need to do basically anything. Like, finding tinker with wands everywhere was like the main thing, because otherwise I'd have had to go fight the Master of Masters, and he is a very hard mini-boss that I'm not super gonna enjoy doing. There's a chest in here. With a wand. With a really bad wand. That's quite funny. Okay, let's go back up here. I think there's a crystal in here we want to destroy. Yeah, there it is. There's an extra health. That's good. And all these guys are really threatening at the moment. But yeah, it's funny how much more dangerous the vault feels than the temple. Also, this here, you'll notice it's repelling the projectiles away. This is a mini boss, but you have to chuck an egg at it. It has a big picture of an egg on it. You have to chuck an egg on it, like this spell here. Oh, hold on. Get out of here. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. So we can go fight this boss quickly, because he might drop some... He'll drop random spells, like completely random spells. So stuff we wouldn't normally be able to find on wands and shops. Oh, wow, we actually broke through his shield. Okay. So what we do is, we swap out the teleport for an egg. So now this is going to chuck eggs out. That actually chucks a lot of eggs out. Runs out of mana very quickly. The eggs aren't filled with anything. And then we just use the luminous drills to beat him up. Because he spawns as 4 little triangle dudes. And they are very vulnerable to luminous drills specifically because they delete him. And once he's deleted, he dies regardless of how much health he has. So, yeah. Not a particularly hard boss if you have a way of deleting terrain. Otherwise, he takes a bit of damage, but he's not actually that hard. You just need to have an egg. So now we don't need this anymore. We'll put the teleport bolt back on. We actually found another wand refresh. That's pretty big. Circle of unstable metamorphosis. I think the wand refresh is just what we wanted. God, he nearly hit me with blindness. We were very blind last stream. We really got blinded. There's another one. Still bouncing around. Okay. We got him. So we've got all the perks we want. Until we go to Parallel Worlds. Which is the next thing, really. Let's not get polymorphed. That would be very bad. Yeah, I want to go find this guy's crystal because there's often health ups in them. There we go. Oh, I could have heart mage trick for that if I really wanted. I do have the shield, so it would have been annoying, but we could have done it. Oh well. We'll get enough health. We'll get enough health to do stuff. We already did it once in the previous stream. I need to stop just walking straight into those. Oh, it's a swapper. Yeah, definitely don't chuck your plasma beams around when there's a swapper, because then you'll get swapped into the plasma beam and you'll die. Wand. Oh, hold on. You are a creep. You're a lightning creep. You fire lightnings at people who fire at you. They're actually very dangerous because they resist projectile damage quite well. And they can do a lot of damage to you. Damage field, is this something I want? I can literally just take modifiers now. Right. Let's put you here. I think the plasma beam will deal with him. Although we do have to at least get it over the line. Yeah. Yeah, plasma beam's pretty good at dealing with him. Ow. Hey! Why are you shooting me? I didn't do anything to you. I mean, I probably did, but I'm not going to admit it. Well, he seems to have run away anyways. Yeah, I can literally just take modifiers now because we have Tinker with everything. So I think we just take the add mana here. I think we just put one refresh on this. Oh. It's running out of mana now. We need to make this a triple? Yeah, that works. The audio is bugging out again. Yeah, because we need enough mana to cast all of these spells, and I think, yeah, because it was literally getting over 90 mana, I think. Well, this is 80 mana. 82. I don't know. But now we can put stuff on this one as well. We have lots of backpack space. So let's just go up here. I don't think we went through this part of the vault, so we might as well have a quick look. Hold on. There you go. Have fun. I'm killing the healers. I probably shouldn't be killing the healers all of the time. There we go. Just detonate any explosives we find from a safe distance. Yeah, being immune to fire is nice. That was a good perk. Those guys with the wide eyes have a deceptively large amount of health. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I want to go fungal shift this Ambrosia. You can also fungal shift lava into something else. We checked with the seed tool. Why are enemies teleporting? It's not very cash money. Also, why do I have spread? Why am I drunk? I am now drunk. I don't know exactly how this happened. Oh well. For now, we are drunk. Now we are no longer drunk. And there is a very small fungal cavern up here to the right of the vault. There's a poly. Let's ignore that. I don't know why I'm walking through this. Probably because I don't want to cause any inadvertent damage. Hold on. Get out of the way of the acid. The ones in here usually... I can't actually remember what the ones in here are like. Although we were planning on doing fungal shifts, so this does actually work out quite well. I actually forgot this fungal cavern was here. I like it. This is not a very good wand. It does have homing, but we already have homing. So that's not really very relevant. Oh, god damn it. I'll need to find toxic immunity somewhere, or shift toxic sludge into something. Yeah, there seems to be the same level of fungal cavern as the one higher up in the coal pits, in terms of the stuff you can find down there. So not particularly interesting to us, except for the fact that it lets us fungal shift, so we will come back. We also have 11,000 gold now. The enemies in these later zones drop so much stuff. Right, we'll take another damage plus. Right. And we'll just hang out here for a minute. Let's see if there's any more fungus down here. Get this out of here. Make sure we can do some safe fungal shifts. Yeah, this seems okay. So I'm going to have a look at the seed tool quickly. Just to remind myself what these fungal shifts were. So it is 172193 7749. So the first shift is lava to flask. So we can just shift lava to ambrosia. This potion is... yeah, let's just eat all the fungus and then switch to the ambrosia potion and not fill it with anything else. There's a lot of fungus down here. So if I eat this, and now we grab this, we don't throw up into the potion. Bollocks, we are throwing up into it. Right. We shifted lava into something. So let's go find out what we shifted it into in a very, very quick and thorough method. We just got a black hole all the way down to the work. Gonna ride it. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, maybe not like that. Pop all of those guys. And then going down this way. We should see if it worked soon enough. We're a bit faster than the... oh, hold on, this is cursed rock. I forgot this is cursed rock. Yeah. Why is this cursed rock here? Oh, it's just a one of those things. The green thing. God, the crystal. So we have a freeze on it anyways, in case we haven't turned the lava into ambrosia. But let's see. Oh, we're right down here. Well, that's convenient. Ah, we did it. It's very bright. So we just shifted all the lava in the world into ambrosia. So instead of killing us, it now prevents us from taking damage. So let's fill up our potion. Yeah, this is pretty strong. We could go fight the final boss now if we wanted, but we'll wait for that later. Yeah, we have Breathless, so we can just swim in it. It's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Wait, hold on. Let me just go up here quickly. You can't even drown it without the breathless because it prevents you from taking the drowning damage. What happened there? Oh, shit. I took the one refresh off this. Don't do that. Well, I missed the final boss. We're not actually going to bother you today. I'm just here to say hi. So, if we're going to do the friend quest, we want to beat the power plant boss. But the power plant boss is very strong. He's a big metal spider that fires missiles at you, so we're going to want explosion immunity for that. Ideally, a spell that could cast lava would also be good. We could just go into the work and start fighting, fighting the hell enemies. It seems fun. Yeah, let's do that. Now that the lava can't even damage us. Can't remember exactly how we get there. Can actually fit the other speed up on this slightly larger wand. There we go. That's about the speed we're looking for. Yeah, here we are. So now we're in hell. The enemies in hell are very strong, and they're mostly going to be invulnerable now. But we're also going to be invulnerable, so that works, I suppose. I believe there is an orb down here. This is going to be very annoying, isn't it? Maybe I shouldn't have shifted lava into Ambrosia specifically, because a lot of these enemies bleed lava. But this is a very quick way of getting gold. Oh, you're still alive. Right. No one dies. Excellent. My favorite outcome. See, now he's firing projectiles that have ambrosia in them. Instead of lava. Thank you. Well, this is mildly annoying. But yeah, you can see how much health these enemies have. It's ridiculous. Not sure we can even actually kill those ones anymore, because they'll bleed ambrosia when I shoot them. Admittedly, instead of lava. So, you know, that's nice. We should still be able to get some stuff done. Ow, hold on. The projectiles themselves will still hurt. We just tunnel through, to be honest. Ow. See? The projectile itself still hurts. Oh shit. Get out of here. The electric guys will stun you. Let's not get overconfident. You can see how much health these guys have too. So really, we need a way of killing these guys that causes them to not bleed. Otherwise, we can't actually kill them. Also, these guys bleeding so much annoys me. Because I'm just trying to get out of here. And the wall keeps falling. I'm not even sure what it's made of. It just says Hellstone. Anyways, the reason I'm going over here is because there's an orb. Although at this point I probably don't need an orb. And also just because I was curious to see whether my fungal shift worked. I think it has. Where am I? There's an orb room somewhere. Yeah, the big guys, I think they spawn the most gold. I'm not getting as much gold as we could possibly get out of these guys. But yeah, this is hell. If you can kill the enemies down here consistently, it's a very good way of getting lots of gold. And there are shops further below to spend that gold in. Okay, we're back here now. Oh shit. I think at this point I'm just going to tunnel through until we find the orb room. There's lots of Ambrosia and I don't really care about fighting the enemies. That guy got took for a ride. Okay, now we're underneath the whole area. It's a lot safer going up than, or down than up. Oh, there's the hellworms. Don't think we can kill those guys either, because they bleed lava. They have thousands of health. Those crystals are pretty easy to deal with because they are physics objects, so they get deleted by black holes. But they do fire lots of projectiles if they get close to you, so definitely watch out for that. Up here. Creep. Not exactly finding the place I'm trying to go to. I'm just passing through. Hold on. Let's get out of here. There is an orb room. I just don't remember where exactly it is. Maybe not quite this way. This is usually how my long runs sort of go, that we farm a load of gold in here. and then we buy some spells. Ow, let me through. We have got another full health in the other area. There's lots of full healths in the parallel worlds as well, so we can just do that. Actually, it won't be this high up, it'll be further down, won't it? Is that it? I doubt it, because I've already been here. I find it quite funny how at this point I'm not even bothering to fight them. That's where all the lava is. Come on, cooperate. Where are you? Now we're too low again. In here? No. The hellworms are really dangerous because they also have a large amount of bite power. And you're in an area that they can tunnel through really easily. Okay. I think at this point we're just kind of a little lost. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. There's loads of lava in here. It's getting electrocuted, which is bad. But it's Ambrosia, so I don't think we're actually going to get electrocuted. Going this way for now, see if we find anything. It just feels like we're coming across lots of areas that we've been before. I mean, if we find the frozen trails, then we'll know it's somewhere we've been before. Okay, this feels like the bottom again. We just keep ending up underneath it. Ow. Okay, hold on, this is risky. We've definitely been here before. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to call it quits. I don't think we're going to find it. Maybe we'll come back here when we're a bit stronger. This was kind of more of a proof of concept than anything. just get out of here. I have no idea where I even am anymore. I mean, obviously the temple will be here somewhere. Okay. Here we are. Right. When is stronger? So the next step is to go to parallel worlds and grab all the perks from those areas. So we'll probably do that next. I'm not going to bother doing a load of extra fungal shifts. I think Lava to Ambrosia was the one we wanted to do. I think we just pour out all the polymorphine somewhere where it's not going to get in the way. So I guess down here. Oh, hold on. Don't do that. I don't think we're going to shift polymorphine. There's a lot of shifts to do before that. I don't feel like doing just like 5 million fungal shifts. I don't think that's going to hurt anyone down there. We'll just grab another flask of Ambrosia, and then we can go through the cursed rock to get to the other sides. Oh. Just trying to fill up the potion and I just sank right into it. Cool. Because we have Breathless, it's almost like a mini highway. Oh, hold on, there's stuff here. I do want to go grab Invisible Spell. So let's go do that. Now I've got to just get all the way back up to the top. Without being overconfident. Preferably. But yeah, you can get way stronger than this. So let's get up to the oh, hold on. It's like an electric trap. I don't think I've seen the electric traps before. Now, how do I get back into the Holy Mountain? I guess I have to go back this way. But this is the actual exit that we never used. Also, there's a polymage down there. Glad I didn't go that way. Yeah, we'll heal back up here. Oh, whoops. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter now. We have Tinker with Wands everywhere. Yeah, if you go up there, it triggers the Holy Mountain. You probably know this. We broke the portal. Oh, god damn it. I think it's a toxic sludge that makes me like this area the least. Because at this point, if you're not immune to it, it just does a lot of percentage health-based damage. It's very annoying. Oh, now you're immune to damage. Great. Okay, we got Orbit, Larpa. This is a good spell. Let's kill these guys first. We can put this on the black hole wand, and that should help it. That's not what we want. So a wand in here. Lovely. I don't think we need this one. I think we can take freeze off of this now and put orbit LARPer on it. What that does is, well, it does that. It just makes it a lot bigger. It's going to be more helpful for stuff and things. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Let's actually use this now that it's a more effective digging wand. I guess now we're just fighting everything in the vault. Because we keep ending up going random ways. A treasure chest? Or a mimic? Oh, that was a mimic. Okay. It's fine. Anything in here? No, we've already been here. That's a good sign. There's another health up here, which we don't need. Got another speed up? I guess I'll grab a speed up. We have so much gold now, we can just basically buy whatever we want, unless it's in the very last areas. Yeah, shoot those fish. Show me who's boss. The fish have gotten arrogant. Yeah, let's see what else we can find. I've got the evil eye because you needed to beat one of the mini bosses that you need to do for the Sun Quest. We probably can do the Sun Quest once we've done all the parallel worlds stuff. There is Polly here. Yeah, let's just keep going up. There's Polly here too. There's eggs. There's lots of ones with poison arc on in this area. I don't really want that. We have all-seeing eye. No, we don't. There's a magical temple that way which has an orb in it. But there's no point going in there unless we have all-seeing eye. Neither perk or spell form. In fact, I think it may need to be perk form. Okay, we have loads of add manners now, so I probably should take these lunar strolls with timers. Because we can basically combine these to just have a trigger that has negative cast delay and negative recharge time. So we'll take those, and for now I'm just going to put them all over here so that we don't cast them. But we can combine this with the, in fact, once we find a few more add manners, we can combine this with the black holes one to make an infinite black holes one. That would be a good idea. I don't think we're going to find anything up here. Ah, I've been muted. I've been muted for ages. We were just exploring around, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I wanted to come to the lake because this is where we find the invisible spell. It's in this room. In that room? Or is it in this room? Yes, I sneezed. I think we may need to trigger the room to actually access it. So what we need to do is we need to bring a tablet in here. So what I'll do is I'll chuck an Ambrosia potion here very carefully. And then we need to bring a tablet there. Look, there's a little tablet carving on there. That shows you need to bring a tablet. So we'll just go get the tablet from the altar if we haven't already taken that. Yeah, this is the part of the game I really enjoy, when you're strong enough that death isn't constantly something you're worried about, and you just have a chance to play around with all the spells that you can find. I probably shouldn't have gone so high up. Why did I go so high up? Where are we gonna land? Oh. We were right where we wanted to be. There's a tablet right there. By the mountain altar. This is the Emerald Tablet Volume 1. It's basically telling you some vague stuff about the Sun Quest and about the Heaven and Hell zones. But yeah, these tablets do generally give hints to doing all the quests, but they're such vague and cryptic hints, they're not really helpful. There's all the spells. Now, the thing about these Cantel notes, we obviously already have the Cantel that we're still using because it's funny. But the notes themselves are actually interesting as well. I mean, obviously you can play them on the Cantel to summon, to do specific things. But I can't remember the songs. But they are interesting in that they are projectiles that cost... They're spells that move like projectiles. Cost 1 mana. You can do stuff with them. They're very cheap projectiles that have long lifetimes. But, I don't know, I'm not actually going to do anything with them. Maybe another time. Yeah, let's go get our invisible spell. Stop bumping into the terrain. I could really do with some healing spells of some kind. Yeah, what you do is you take the tablet, you chuck it in here, it opens a portal, then you go in the portal, and then everything spawns, including an enemy, in fairness. And then you get all the glimmers, and I think we'll take most of these. I'll just put more modifiers here. Maybe we'll just take the invisible and the rainbow. But the point is, if I put the invisible spell on here, where's the invisible spell? I can't see it. Ha. Then the luminous drills are now invisible, and there's a lot less lag, which I like. And you know what else? We can also put the damage pluses on these, because we have enough add manas on here for now to do this. And it's still not going to lag. Except now it kind of functions like a... because of all the recoil, it functions a bit like a jetpack. Still lagging a little bit. Hmm. This is a case where having that back to front spell might actually be handy because it would balance out the recoil of this wand. Is that what I want? Potentially. Or I could put rainbow glimmer on it. Then it really lags out. This is a very quick way of crashing the game. I think I'll leave these here for now. But an invisible death ray always amuses me. Put heavy shot on them as well. Well, oh yeah, when I put heavy shot on them, they just kind of don't really do very much. So we don't bother with that. We need some better modifiers. I probably don't need all these damage pluses if I'm being really honest. I don't know, we'll keep them for now. It's fun. It's fun. It gives me a little rocket jetpack. It's pretty stylish. Oh, there was one more thing we wanted, actually, I think. Not only is that active, I think this is also active now. We can get the experimental wand from here. Or maybe it was in this room. Oh yeah, there it is. It's floating. Yeah, so the experimental wand actually has another copy of Invisible Spell in it. And it's a pretty decent mid-game wand. But obviously, it's a bit behind what we're currently capable of. We'll take another Rainbow Glimmer, and then we'll take our previous wand back. And we're going to grab our potion as well. That we left here. We didn't quite destroy this guy's house. In fact, because we didn't destroy this guy's house, there's something else I want to show you as well. We can bring a reforged tablet here. And basically what that means is taking one of these tablets and... I mean, not this alchemist note, but taking one of these tablets and putting it in the Hisi anvil and then bringing it here opens up the... or unlocks the stuff in the other room. So we could go do that. Right. If I just put heavy shot on this... yeah, that becomes pretty effective as a jetpack. I'll go find another tablet. There's another tablet by the lava lake. It's probably the best one for this because I don't think I ever moved it, unless I destroyed it by accident. looks like the luminous drills are still being cast. We just made Swiss cheese in the mountain. Maybe we'll just stop doing that. Maybe we'll just go back to the teleport. I don't quite want to destroy the entire planet with my movement, just because. It's a little selfish. There is a tablet in the tree, but I'm not sure it's one of the tablets you can actually reforge. Oh, hello. I do like the invisible death ray. That was on our previous run. Still very effective. And reduces lag. Always nice. Doesn't seem to get rid of all of the particles from damage plus. Right, there's a tablet. I'm not sure this is one of the tablets that we can reforge, but I'll have a look, because we're here. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. We're not exactly going to run out of Ambrosia. This whole lake is Ambrosia now. try and reforge this. So we have to go back to the Hisi base, which should be very quick. In fact, it's going to be so quick that I'm just going to do this. We're going to fidget spinner our way back to the Hisi base. Okay. Yeah, I think we keep the invisible death ray. Because the damage is a lot higher than it was before. This is now an infrared laser. Or something like that. Although, I do need to be a little bit careful. He says black holing this whole area. Because I don't want to actually break the anvil itself. There's black holes with triggers on them. That might have been good to find earlier. I don't think it's needed now. We'll just leave that here. We'll go right over to the right-hand side. Here is the anvil. This is where you fix stuff. So let's see if we can fix this tablet. No, this tablet's not one of the ones that you can repair. Balls. Trying to remember where the tablets are that you can actually fix. Let me have a look. Yeah, they're usually found near orbs. There's one on top of the pyramid. There's one... Oh, there's one beneath the lava lake as well. Okay. Well, at this point we're very close to the lava lake, so let's just go that way. Well, I say we're very close. I mean... Oh, hold on. Oh, there was a shop in here. Oh yeah, the shop. This is where we could have gone to the eye room if we had teleportation, which we do not have. Plasma beam enhancer, that sounds good. We could probably put this on that one at some point. We'll find a better one for that. I'm not going to dig through here because breaking the hourglass usually triggers an earthquake. Ooh, that one had plasma beams on it. Glad I was a little bit cautious. There's a lot of PC in here. That is plasma beam orbit. I think I want that spot as well. Yeah, we're finding some tools to make a very strong plasma beam mod. So now I think we go up here. That was a propane tank. I think we just yeah, blow that up. I should have taken that low recoil perk. That would have been handy for this. Suddenly water. Usually a sign that you're near a portal. Let's go back to the lava lake. In fact, I should probably keep checking these wands because now I can actually pick stuff up. That wand had an egg on it. I can't believe I bought the egg earlier. Oh wait, hold on, just a sec. There we go. Don't mind me. There's a tablet. Let's try and reforge this one. Remember the place being this deep? No, we've ended up in the jungle. We went too deep. I love how that's my problem now. We went too deep. We did too much. You know what? I'm gonna take the decoy because we're probably gonna find a use for it. Maybe I'll take all of these. Get rid of the double. Decoy is funny. We could make a deer-based one. Based. Oh. Yeah, that's not going to cast any deers while it's on the teleport because of the one refresh. Oh, hello. I'm really making a mess of the world now. Also, that's some polymorphy there. I should be careful. Yeah. Let's go try and reforge a tablet. Yeah, let's try and reforge... Ow! Random propane tank. Okay. Let's try and reforge this one. So, Emerald Tablet number 3. No, that one didn't work either. Maybe it's just the ones with the really long descriptions. Let me just have a quick look. Reforged tablet. Yeah, I think I've just picked ones that we can't do, like, each time. That's funny. I think all the others are near orb rooms. Oh. There may just be one in the actual room with the lava lake orb. Let's go there. Oh, hold on. Right. I took the one with me. I should not have done that. Give me back my wand. We'll find a better wand. So now I need to go to the lava lake again. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. That is fine. No harm done. So I can just go up here. Everything's a lot faster now that we have all the tools we need. Yeah, here's one. So this is Emerald Tablet number 7. There's a very vague statement about alchemy. So what you do is you take it and you bring it to the Hisi anvil. So we're just going here. The game crashed. No. Why did it crash? It better not do anything dodgy. Like removal of our perks or something. We were just teleporting. We weren't doing anything special. Hopefully it autosaves somewhere convenient. Ugh. I hate it. Look, we got the message. Should load. Yeah, look. Autosave found. Looks like the game crashed. Should the game attempt to restore the autosaves? I guess we do attempt to restore it. Let's see what happens. Okay, drop this off over here. We still have all of our perks. Our ones are all the same. The tablet is gone. The orb room is gone. Look. All the background stuff is gone. It's just cave. So the game decided it'd be very funny to delete the tablet and do approximately nothing else. Well, that's just not very nice. What a troll. Right. I am going to take a backup of the save, just in case it crashes again. If the game crashes, we're allowed to reload it. If it's irreparably damaged. So I'll be like 2 minutes. So hope you're having fun. I'll be back in a sec. Right, I'm just copying the save over to my desktop, so if the game does crash and everything's completely broken, then we'll reload the save. Okay, I think that's done. Let's go back to the game. Right, we are back. That does mean we're going to have to go find another tablet. Because the game just deleted that one. I'm determined to show this off. So we're going to try again. We're going to go to the sand cave. That's where the next one is. Oh, hello. My perks? My resistances and protective perks have been turned off. Well, that's not very nice of you. I will take your gold, however. Hello. I do like that the light is still there, even if the other useful stuff is turned off. Where are we now? This isn't the sand cave. This is the place next to the sand cave. Ooh. You're an enemy. There's a mage somewhere. I'll fully admit at this point I don't trust the game to behave. I should have done a restart a while ago. That's rock. Why? Oh, hold on a minute. This is the tower. We just skipped the whole tower. This is where the tower is located. So basically, if you go all the way to the left-hand side of the Temple of the Art, that is where there's a portal to the tower. You start at the bottom and you work your way up, and it's like a reverse run of all of the biomes in the game. And they're all full of random enemies, and it's insanely difficult. And you get to the very top, and you get to pick some very powerful ones. And we've just tunneled to that location randomly without knowing where the portal went, which is good because we need this for the friend quest. But let's just open this up. Here's the wands. You only get to pick one, and they're all very powerful. This one is very quick, very low cast delay and recharge time. This one has very low recharge time, and has always cast nuke on it. And then this one just casts 26 spells at once. So I think out of these we just take the Wonder Swiftness, and we put the plasma beams on it. Alrighty. So this is a lot more mana now. I guess we would just take our homing modifier and put that here. Yeah, that was really good that we found that. There are enemies down here, so we do need to be careful. But I want to come back here with the friend, because this is how you complete the friend quest. What we're going to do is we're just going to skim the... Hold on. We're just going to skim the top off this area. Oh, there you are. Yes, that's the annoying thing, is there's enemies in this zone that will spawn ghosts of enemies that you can't actually damage. Yeah, we'll just keep... I think we're going to have to deal with them. Yeah, the issue is I don't want to cast this one too close to that bit because I don't want to break the diamond. So we need to deliver a friend there. So I think what we actually do is we try and find the ghost summoning enemy and kill it. So we're just going to let... Oh yeah, don't do that. fire the plasma beam at you. That should kill you? No. Doesn't kill you. Guess he has a thunder shield. Yeah, I really don't want to shoot the shield. We'll just get inside and deal with him. Gotta find some way to find this ghost summoning enemy. Those ghosts are invulnerable. The ghosts are invulnerable and very annoying. There's hell enemies here too. So they're making everyone invulnerable now because of the... Oh, but there he is. Right, let's deal with this thing. They are my least favorite enemy. You can see why I didn't want to come in this zone normally. They're just a real random mess of enemies. And they all have very annoying quirks. Also a statue there. The statues are immune to anything except drill damage. Like, oh, wow, that was not a good idea. I could black hole him, maybe. Can I black hole him? No. So I literally can't hurt this guy. Can I hurt him with the evil eye? No. Yeah, these guys are very annoying. You need a drill weapon specifically to deal with it, like a digging blast or something. Just go beat up another enemy. Yeah, go beat this guy up. Yeah, kick him. Yeah, get him. Yeah, you can get in the shield. They aren't too threatening, but you can't really kill them. So we'll just let him deal with this guy. Very, very slowly. Why am I taking a drink in the middle of the tower while the game is running? This isn't a very good idea. Well, have fun. So basically, I need to dig this little bit open without actually going inside and without destroying the diamond. So let's take the increased lifetime off. Let's take the invisible spell off. Let's take the damage pluses off. Now it's just a normal luminous drill again. Because basically I want to open this up without actually going in there. So it's for a double. Yeah, that's the kind of range I need. Just preserve this very carefully. So now we can bring something to this diamond. We threw away all of our ambrosia trying to get here. That's fine. I'm really glad I found Tinker with wands. This would be very annoying otherwise. Right. We wanted to go to the sand cave, not the tower. But anyways, you go through the portal and you get back to the mountain. So now... I think the sand cave is directly underneath the pyramid. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So let's just go and tunnel underneath the pyramid. Looks like this broke when the game crashed. Yeah, this is the sand cave. We'll just go through here. I don't really want to hang around. Why do I keep flinging myself into projectiles? It's not a very good idea. That looks like the bottom to me. Yeah, there's the orb room. There's an orb over here. So we can grab the orb and we can grab the tablet. I'm going to save and quit. So it doesn't crash again. I don't know why it crashed. This is why I kind of stopped playing this game a lot, because it crashed a lot and it made it very difficult to get anything lengthy done. But yeah. Now we can go back to the Hisi area and reforge the tablet. So, shoot guy. Oh, I need to put increased lifetime back on this. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. There's a lot of annoying Hisi down here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to go around this area. Well, maybe not around, maybe just to the right and then up. Yeah, we're exploring a lot of random areas in the game that you wouldn't normally come across. Sand cave, actually, there's quite a lot of water in it. Right. Oh, I know what I'll do while I'm down here. I'll go grab the moon radar. It's down here. This is where we need to go to fight the mecha spider boss later. I may have screwed up. Yeah, I don't think this is the right area at all. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we've established that we don't kill ourselves by walking into the plasma beams. That's a relief. I did not actually want to find out, but I guess we have. My lack of knowledge of where anything is in this game is mildly concerning. I hear explosions. We're probably nearing the fungal zone. Yeah, we're in the fungal zone now. This is where you find an absolute ton of wands. And obviously a good place to do fungal shifts. A very good place to do fungal shifts. I'll take a reduced recharge. But for now, let's just go to the right of it. Oh, that's a lot of gold in there that I just deleted. No, I don't want that. Let's actually be somewhat careful in here. He says just flinging himself across the map. This area is very dangerous if you don't have explosion immunity, which we do not have. Another damage plus. I don't think I'm going to keep taking those. I don't think they're actually helpful. I mean, we've got them on this one. Actually, we could take damage pluses. We've already got them. Hey, get off me. Let's see. If I just swap these out and move this all over here. Yeah, we can keep adding damage pluses to this one. Let's go add another damage plus. In fact, I could just add them to the plasma beam one as well. Oh, hold on. Get off me. They remove the heavy spread. Yeah, we can put further damage pluses and reduce recharges on here. Oh, we don't want to use those ones up. Yeah, I just want to get to the edge of the map. There is polymorphine. Let's avoid that. Ow. There's a lot of enemies. Thankfully, we have a lot of health. That is a lot of acid. Recoil damper. I think we do want that, so we can turn off the recoil off of just one of our ones. It'll probably realistically be this one. And we're at the edge. Good. So we can swap these back around, add more damage pluses. Yeah, this is gonna be pumping now. Pumping damage. Cool. Yes, it pumps damage, we can just stand still with it now, that's nice. Right. Let's just go up. We'll come back here later anyways, because this is where we're going to go to the parallel worlds from. It's out here. And now we'll just go back to the Hisi base a long way so we can reforge this tablet and I can actually show you what I was talking about. A bit sad the background to the pyramid got deleted. Oh, I never even went to the pyramid and got the pyramid orb. Really? That doesn't seem right. Hold on, let's just check something. Go up to the mountain altar. Yeah, there's no orb there. Okay. So, it's not like all the orbs respawn. That would have been very annoying. But we've lost a lot of background textures. as a result of the crash. Oh, we're taking toxic damage. It's fine. We can just fall back down here. We already cleared this path. The game has forgotten that we've been through here, which is always annoying. But we have been through here. This is why I quite like to find all-seeing eye. Okay, we're here. We're at the forge with all two of the other tablets. These tablets don't work, they suck. But this tablet, an emerald tablet, if you chuck this in the anvil, it gets reforged. And now, when you read it, it actually tells you what it means. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Through thy knowledge, what is the West created of? How cryptic. Right, let's just go back up. We'll go back to the lake now. Now this is very annoying, because now I don't know whether I've been through an area or not. There's the hourglass. We've clearly been through here. There's a giant worm, and we just got electrocuted. Wait. Oh my god, if that worm ate us, we could have died then. This is what I mean about getting stronger. Before we're going to try and do any quests, we need to make sure that random things happening just doesn't kill us. So we're back here now. Is there anything we wanted on any of these? We have ducks. I don't think we do anything. I do want to refill this. Lava Lake, you were my foe, but now you're my friend. Now I just need to go back to the lake. So we'll just go up here. Whatever. The tree. This is the Eternal Wealth perk. You take it and all gold is multiplied by 3, but the areas around you slowly turn into greed cursed rock over time, which damages you. So that's good for speed runs, but obviously not for what we're trying to do. Right, let's go back to the lake. We really shredded this part of the map. Also, I need to remember to do all the music quests. I think the house burned down. That's not very good. Can we still chuck the tablet in here and spawn the portal? We can. That's excellent. Okay. So now we come in here, and there is a chair. And there is the experimental wand, which has pretty bad stats. Is it better than this one? It's bigger. I'm sure we found better ones than this, but I'm going to use it anyways, because it looks cool. And that's basically a theme we're doing for all of these wands. So in here you find the requirement spells, which allow you to apply logic gates to your wands as they fire. So here's one that activates every other cast. Here's one that activates when you're low on health. Here's one that activates when there's a certain amount of projectiles in the air. Here's one that activates when there's a certain amount of enemies in the area. And then there's just basic logic over here as well. So they're pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to use them. But let's grab this one and we'll take the spells off of here. I might keep Bloodlust on here. This is random. But it's a very powerful damage modifier that also causes projectiles to hurt you. We want that in the Luminous Drills because they won't hit us ever. So I guess at this point we're not really using the horizontal paths. Bloodlust on this. Oh, that actually adds enough cast delay that this stops working. Okay. We can probably solve that with another invisible spell though, because this reduces cast delay. Also, it's getting to the point where we're actually filling up this wand and we can remove the wand to refresh. That's funny. Yeah, there we go. It's working again now. I don't think I even want these Luminous Drills. I'll leave them here just in case I want them in the future. This is usually what happens is I have ideas for ones and then I kind of run out of creativity. So let's go... Actually, we could probably use one of these for black holes. These do count as projectiles, so that casts a copy of every projectile. But we probably shouldn't mess with that. So that's a slightly bigger black hole one now, so we can put some extra stuff on here. You just go through the portal. This house is really just disintegrated completely now. It's quite amusing. Yeah, we've got the experimental wand. It's not amazing, but it gets the job done. Oh, I want to put plasma beam enhancer on this. Make the plasma beams wider. But now they're much larger. Also, look how much of the lake that just evaporated then. It's pretty sick. It makes them wider. And we could also we could put plasma beam orbit on that. That's probably a bit much. We do have another plasma beam up here. So I could add a double cast to this and put the fifth one on here. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, I think we're... this is going to be a short stream. I think what we do is we go and do a set of parallel worlds now. We've got some Ambrosia anyways. But first, I'm going to go do the crystal chest. Or maybe we'll do the crystal chest now, and then we'll go do the parallel worlds next stream. That sounds good. Let's swap these ones again so I don't I don't mess it up. So we have two more music boxes we need to go find. There's one in the desert, and there is one in the lake, the other lake, pond with all the fish in it. So let's go do that. We're just skipping over most of the map at this point. Here's the tree. There's the mountain. So the pond should be fairly nearby. Yeah, this is the pond. There's a music box in here. So we can just chuck our key down. The key is listening to music. Very foreboding song. And then we go to the desert. There's one more music box. And it's actually beyond the pyramid. It's over here. I hope I didn't delete it by accident. That would have been very funny. There's the scales. I believe it's to the right of everything. Yeah, here it is. A nice little hand there. Oh, whoops. Take the key a bit closer. So now the key has heard all 4 music boxes. So we can go up here. I'm gonna just make this the teleport one. That seems more natural. So what we do is we just go up from here. There's a wall. This is the world wall where the world ends. And then there's an earth essence in here, but we don't need that. We might as well go up this way. If you go up and to the left a little bit here, you will find a room, a very special room. It's very special because it's full of gold. I love gold. Also, we are breathless, so we can literally just chill here forever without even moving. I may just do this for a couple of minutes, don't mind me. Have you seen this gold room? This is the room I was talking about earlier, which is just literally full of gold. Yeah, this works. There is approximately 260,000 gold in here. Yeah. And it's basically to the very right of the map. You hit the wall for the parallel world, and then you go up. Any faster way? I don't think so, because it's just a powder. You could potentially do it with the vacuum field spell that sucks in powders. But unfortunately not. You just have to sit here for about 10 minutes and wait. But this is where it is. But I'm going to wrap the stream up in like 15 minutes anyway. So we'll grab the gold. We'll go do the... we'll go finish the Crystal Key quest, which is quite easy. Because we've listened to all 4 music box songs. I think going through it is actually speeding it up. The only problem is we're running out of levitation juice. Don't black hole the gold, otherwise it'll all disappear. Yeah, let's actually just hop around so you can see the extent of this room. It's not the biggest room in the world, but it's certainly big enough. There's a little bit in there as well, but I'm not going to bother with that. Although I've just trapped myself somehow. That's interesting. It's a lot of gold. Can't really levitate through it very effectively. But we're about halfway there. I've decided what I'm going to do with my little fish tank back there. I'm going to get some little shrimp, and I'm going to put them in there. Because I don't think I'm going to need it for babies anymore, because I've demonstrated that babies can survive in the main tank. And Whiskers isn't just going to eat them all. And I don't have any reason to believe I'm going to have any sick fish. Because I'm not going to be buying any more fish, because new fish are being produced. So what I'll do is I'll put shrimp in there, like a little cherry shrimp or something. And then if I do get a sick fish, then the sick fish can come enjoy the shrimp. I think that's the plan. Because I don't think the sort of things that affect fish affect shrimp in the same way. But I could be wrong. I'll need to do some research on it. Yes, the pile is slowly dwindling. We're almost there. I'm doing this as well because we might want to re-roll a lot of the perks when we go to the parallel worlds in the next stream. But I'm gonna give Noita a little bit of a rest after today. We'll go back to Oni tomorrow, and then I'll pick this up at a later date. So much gold. I guess I don't have to be too stingy with it. I can just grab all the stuff that's easy to get and then just leave. But as far as I can tell, for every parallel world you go in, there should be a gold room in the same spot like this. So that's a pretty quick way of getting gold. But to be honest, once you start getting like the greed perks and everything, farming enemies for gold nuggets can just be faster. But obviously a little bit more risky unless you're prepared. So what you do for the crystal key quest is once you've done all the music boxes, you go to the left of the gold room, you go and follow the wall up, and you'll end up in a cloudy sort of zone. You go left a little bit again. You'll need a teleport one for this, or some way of infinitely moving around. Yeah, so now we're in a cloudy zone. Cloudy enemies are annoying, so you just want to skip past them if you can. The clouds, gold falls right through them, but it's quite difficult to dig. And it leaves these annoying little pixels of residue everywhere. It's very annoying. But there's only a little bit of cloud. You can get on top of the rock, and then, look, it's Colney. There's a little platform, and it has a coral chest on it. And then there's a little note here that tells you about the essences. But I'm not doing anything with the essences today. So you have the coral chest. You can't open it unless you have the key, which makes sense. You can see the key is now glowing. I bring it over, and I chuck it. The chest opens. And it fills the area with water. And the water does dissipate, but if you're not prepared for it, it can be annoying. But that has dropped some spells. It's dropped Myriad Spell. And it looks like it's just dropped 2 Divide by 3s. So these are some very interesting spells that are unlocked by doing the Crystal Key quest. So Myriad Cast will multicast as many spells as you have left in your wand, but it's limited charge and it costs quite a lot of mana. So this is really good for concentrated spells, because you can cast loads of projectiles at once. It basically lets you turn any wand into the Wand of Multitudes. But you have to find a way to get past the limited casts. But it is interesting, so we'll keep it. And then the Divide by 3s, what these do is they cast the next spell 3 times over, and they reduce the damage. And I've never actually used these particularly well. I could probably use them on the plasma beams, because these plasma beams still do a decent amount of damage. But yeah, I want to keep those. And yeah. So I've shown you a few different things you can sort of do in the game today. We've gotten quite strong. We've still got a ways to go. And to be honest, I'm going to have to start actually getting creative with wands. But yes. We've got some Ambrosia as well. So when we come back to Noita, probably in a couple of days, we will breach the wall to the right of the world. You need to do the left side and the right side, but I'm already here, so I might as well do it here. And let's teleport over. We'll breach the wall and we'll go into a parallel world, which is full of new enemies, new perks, all that sort of stuff. And you can keep doing this infinitely to get more and more perks. It's very strong. But there's Cursed Rock that you have to cross, which is why I have the Ambrosia, so I avoid taking the damage. But I'll explain this all next time. I'll save it here and I'll back it up. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's been fun. I'm glad I had time for like a little mini stream today. I'll upload this on YouTube again like the other episode, and I'll put it in a playlist. But yeah, I hope you had fun, and I will see you later. Bye for now.